There's water boiling on that one. That looks good. Well, everybody, I keep working away at this drywall. You can see I've got quite a bit more here installed. Gone about as far as I can for the moment, because right there where that sideways 2x6 is, I have to start putting in the petition for the bathroom. So I'm going to frame that off before I can do much more drywalling. And I have got a little bit more done over on the other side of the cabin on the front by the door. And there you can see I finished up from the corner behind that cabinet over here to the door. I think that's about as far as I'm going to go here with the drywall. I'm thinking about just paneling this cathedral area with knotty pine. Can't really call it a great room, but maybe we can call it a great space. We'll see how it comes together. Now over here in this area, I guess we're going to call it a great space. Liz has been busy tucking in insulation in all these cavities. This is a place where I haven't gotten to any wiring yet. I don't know exactly where I'm going to run wires here, but she's just tucking it in for now. Try to keep it as warm in here as we can. And if I need to run any wires, I'll just pull it out, run the wires, put in my boxes, and then we can just staple it back in permanently. And it's really helped. It's really made quite a difference in here, keeping the draft down and keeping it a little more comfortable in here. Well, I'm up here in the second floor, and you can see I've got this back wall all sheetrocked, and today I'm working on laying out my partitions for the bedrooms. We're going to have 3 bedrooms up here, and I'm just trying to decide exactly how we want to lay these out. I've got some 2-bys on the floor to help visualize how things are going to go. The bedrooms are going to be approximately 9 foot by 8 foot, and I want to get a window in each bedroom. And this is the biggest one here. You're going to have a closet on this end, and I left this open because we're going to do something here. I'm not exactly sure what. Maybe some drawers and a little bit of storage up in this triangular area. Something like that. And of course, here's the wall. This will be a hallway here. And we'll go down here into the next one. And this bedroom here also has a closet. It's going to be a shared closet. We've got the same thing going on here. We're going to have some drawers, I think, and a little bit of storage up above. And a closet, I might do a split closet, like have closet doors up top for one bedroom, and then on the opposite side have a closet down the bottom and have them separate, you know, so it's a shared space, but not really a shared closet, if you know what I mean. And of course we go out down the hall into the last bedroom. I already got a bed in here. Just trying to kind of give an idea, perspective on size. And that's just a twin. And I got most of my wires all run for light. Each bedroom is going to have an overhead light and an outlet. Still got to put this outlet in, but I've got the other 2 in, just under the windows. So I figured there's not going to be any major furniture right in front of the windows, or at least not something you can't move. And this area here is going to stay open. Probably have like a pull-out sofa out in this area. Considering putting a doorway right here, just kind of like an emergency escape in case of a fire. down at the end of this hall, right there at that wall. I'm considering putting in like a little linen closet. And of course we'll have our railing up around this cathedral area. And we're probably going to have a spiral staircase come up somewheres in this area. Okay, and down here you can see I've framed off this section here. This is going to be our bathroom. And I haven't decided yet exactly what I want to do up here. I just held the wall under the logs. I'm undecided if I want to kind of trim everything around those logs or just leave it like it is. Don't know yet. But that's where we are at this point. And right now the weather is nice, so it's time to get outside. This year I want to hopefully get the porches built and maybe get this place sided. That would be nice. But I also want to do some work on our road. It'd be nice to be able to just drive our truck right up here, especially when it's raining. So that's what we're going to do for a little bit this spring. We'll work on our road a little bit. And we probably won't be doing much more inside here until the weather changes, or rainy days. The rainy days when we can't work outside, we'll probably be in here. Yeah, everybody, I think I've got this driveway here pretty well opened up. Pretty confident I can get my truck up through here now without scratching the sides of it all up. Might be hard to see with the sun the way it is right now. But the worst part of this whole trail is right here. These clippers are, and there's this stump. Actually, there's this one, and there's one right there. And just on the other side, I got this big old beech tree. Last time I tried to come up here with my truck, I got hung up on this stump. You can see how it's kind of, part of it's lower than the other. I had to climb underneath the truck and cut that out with a chainsaw. My frame hung up on there, and I still couldn't get it out. I had to go and get the tractor and lift the back of the truck up and pull it off that stump. Tractor's not here right now. It's at one of my other properties. I don't really want to get hung up and not have a way to get off that. Eventually this beech tree's gonna have to come down, but that's a little more than I want to do right now. So I'm gonna scrape the dirt off this. I don't know, see if there's anything I want to tackle. I cleared it out over here on this side. I might be able to just straddle them. I'm not sure. I wouldn't dare do it without having somebody here to watch, see how things are going. But don't really want to risk it. So it's going to be quite a job digging these out. I know they don't look like much on the surface, but believe me, they're usually rooted pretty well. I'd have a massive hole digging these out. What I really need is a stump grinder, but I don't have a stump grinder. So I'll see what I can do. Maybe I've only got one good chain for that little saw. My big saw's not here. Yeah, I'll look the situation over. Well, folks, I ended up waiting for the next weekend when I had my big saw, and I came out here and I cut this stump off low. And I can get my truck up here now. This was the main thing that was holding me up. I had this stump here and that one there, and I would get hung up on the frame. So I cut that off, and now I can actually get up here. Of course, and we did quite a bit of clearing along the road here. I got a lot of stuff away from the side so I didn't scrape the side of my truck. But there are some trees I still want to get rid of. There's 3 of them. I can only really see 2 of them. Right there. I want to take those out. Instead of having this little squiggly in the road, I can just have a nice easy curve right there. And I won't have to cut that maple right there in the middle there. I like to leave the maples if I can. It's still pretty tight through here, but at least for now I can get up here. This little thing here, I left this tree here as a marker because there's some stones right here that I got to dig out. Once I get my tractor up here, I'll pop them out and I'll cut that down. And eventually I would like to have the driveway go off this way instead of to the right here. Kind of keep the driveway away from the front of the cabin so that it's, you know, a little more visually appealing, I think, with the driveway is not right in the front yard. And we've done quite a bit of clearing up here this weekend. I took a lot more stumps down low that were giving us trouble. This one right here. This one I did not get to. My chain's dying. You start cutting these stumps off down low and it's hard on the chain. And I got one there. A couple over there and a couple over there. I took a lot of this scrub brush out. Gives us some room to park and turn around. And we cleared out quite a bit up and through here. We got quite a bit of burning we've got to do. Liz spent all day today and all day yesterday just burning brush. She's using this burn barrel. Goes kind of slow in a burn barrel, but it's safer that way. I don't really know if it's necessary, but she feels more comfortable using the barrel. That's fine with me. And I took out a bunch of trees right through here. That pine's got to go. In fact, I got a bunch of big pines that have got to go. Pines tend to get uprooted here real easy when they get big. I got a real big one right there. There's a bunch of them around here. There's about 4 or 5 of these big pines that have got to go. Right in this area here, I had some smaller trees that I took out. 3 of them. And this beech tree right here, that has got to go. It's right in the way of the porch. It's going to wrap around. I should have taken this back when I was building the roof, but I was awful glad for the shade. So I didn't, and now I'm going to pay for it. So I'll probably put some staging up, and I'll trim all them branches off, try to get the weight in my favor. And we'll try to pull that down without damaging any slate. There's also a couple pines on this side of the cabin. There's one right there. That's got to go right there. And I got one right there. They're big, they're tall, and they blow down real easy. So I've got to get those out of here. Probably should have done it before I started building, but I didn't. So hopefully, next weekend, I hope to get my tractor out here and we can do some milling. I need to mill up all my lumber for this porch. I'd like to get that built this summer, and gonna mill some siding. Probably won't get it all sided this summer, but it'd be nice if I get some of it on. Beautiful day here today. Wasn't bad yesterday. Rained a little bit yesterday, but wasn't terrible. Nothing that stopped us from working. It's kind of nice to have a little bit of rain when you're tending a hot fire over there, but I really like getting all this scrub brush cleaned out of here. I like being able to see through the woods a little bit. So that's where we are. Thanks for watching, everybody.